saved. Why do they put up such a fight?
They are fierce opponents. It is good for you.
You know, most parents just want their children to get a full night's sleep.
And for defeating Hildur, we are granted the War Belt of Zeus. Both a blessing and a curse because it provides the same effects as the gauntlets. And donning, you know, the underwear of your father is never seen lightly in the eyes of society. You might want to consider when and where you might be wearing it, but of course, we're probably going to end up putting it on at some point. So why am I level 9? What did I unequip? Oh, I actually did equip it. Okay, that was my bad. There we go. Yes, don't wear your father's drawers unless you plan on doing something good with them. So for some reason, okay, that really brought down our stuff. Oh, and the cuirass of the Valkyrie. Plus, again, very, very decent in this one, especially if you're lacking in defense. Remember, this is with all of my equips on it. Just remember, swapping it on here, making it level 9. Not a bad idea. I would actually probably recommend the Valkyrie. It's just I've loved this so much that just, you know, one of those things. It's nostalgic. And yeah, just the rest of it. So that is it for Niflheim. We are completely done. Perfect Asgardian steel can finish off what I want to do with my grips, the Wings of the Fallen, just dropping A+ stuff all the way. I almost want to try to go through this again, New Game Plus sometime down the road in the future if they ever have any meaningful upgrades, and see what we can do there, because that would be intense as all hell. But with Niflheim being said and done, I say we head on back. That was pretty fun. That is actually that had gone probably as good as I could have expected or hoped it to. So I hope it wasn't too terrible seeing the double restart there because of buffoonery, chicanery, some BS, you know. Oof. Alright, so we'll go this way. And then keeping in tradition with this once and done. Stop it. We're just gonna cheese it. We're gonna get the hell out of here. And we didn't even die. That's pretty cool. Not bad for giving God of War. But I will probably just end up doing the thing where I'm gonna have Troy Baker come and show us the way, because we're gonna be doing a bit of walking. So, how's it going? Are you gonna
need a fresh upgrade before tackling the realm tears? Not that.
Hey, Cinder, guess what? We closed all the realm tears.
You what? No, you did not. You really did? No way.
Yes, huh? It took forever, but we sealed them all up.
I don't believe it. The strength you would need.
It is no boast.
No, I suppose you aren't the type. Well, not much else I can say besides thank you. Evaldi and Sons would thank you too, were they here?
And for that, even more scap slag to add to our collection. And the dwarven favor of Aldi's curse is now complete. 100% of Niflheim, Muspelheim, I guess Jotunheim, Helheim, Alfheim, and soon to be Midgard will be 100%ed. Now I think I'm missing something out here. There's a legendary chest that I can't figure out where it is. It might actually be home. And actually, you know what? Something I messed up on early in the game. I missed 2 artifacts somewhere in the River Pass. I'm going to grab that on my own, but just keep in mind, during the project, we collected all 9 of them. And I think they were just the faces of evil. So I think I was getting really frustrated early on because even though you had all of your stats and upgrades, you still couldn't use resurrection stones because Atreus couldn't fight to the level he can now. And he didn't have his stun or lightning arrows, believe it or not. No shock, no light, only normal. And it was so bizarre seeing him make summons and they were just clear. Normally they're either blue or yellow, but they were just clear. So it was kind of funny, but it was also very painful. Now, considering the fact that we took 2 detours after the finale of the game, once we return to Midgard, things are actually going to be substantially different than from the last time we were there. So, let's head home.
Before we return to Midgard, I should warn you, more time has passed than you likely realize. The snowfall that began when you slew Baldur comes something else. Stuff of omens.
Omens for the coming of winter.
Not just any winter, but an great winter to span 3 summers. And when it's done, Ragnarok begins.
Ragnarok. From snow.
Aye, snow. Lots more snow. And then the end of the bloody world. In that approximate order.
Another prophecy.
No, brother. Prophecy doesn't expect this from 100 more winters at least. You've changed something. Prophecy didn't count on you.
I'm telling you, it's Fimbulwinter. I can feel it in my scrot. This is the big one.
Stop saying that. Oh, you're making me very nervous. It was bound to snow sooner or later.
That ain't just snow, and you know it. It's the end times.
How dare you make me the voice?
Guys,
Just discussing the weather. Bit of a cold snap lately.
What he means is, Fimbulwinter's upon us, boys. The winter to end all winters. I can feel it in my scrot.
yeah, we heard.
So if you're heading home, try to keep moving, and also to not die.
Or if you're not heading home, same advice.
All right, so with no wiser words having ever been spoken directed to us, winter has come to Midgard. And although it might not look like much, it is setting the tone perfectly for the next game. Now, as you guys realize, having defeated Hildur, we are still missing 2 Valkyries out of the 8 that we're supposed to kill. One of them that we have not yet collected is at the bottom of the mountain, and as it stands, the only way to get there is by foot. But luckily for us, there is another one just right beyond this area, so we're going to take a little bit of a light jaunt on our way and hopefully not miss anything. So when I came here on accident, I accidentally read this lore, and it was for Niflheim. This one was from Muspelheim. During the project, we couldn't read it because we didn't have the appropriate ciphers, but those both count as separate pieces of lore. So we're 100% up to date on all of our lore stuff, and it basically just told us, hey, this is the realm of fog and fortune. Enter at your own risk, because there is a endlessly turning maze of sorts and deadly mist that'll murder ya. Yeah, it's not a fun time. But this next Valkyrie, I don't know that I'm going to be nearly as confident for, especially if I can maybe get one of those.
What am I? Your first call?
Hell yeah.
What a fucking toad.
I know. So yeah, Troy Baker actually voices one of Thor's sons. It's either Magni or Modi. Magni, I always say one or the other. And the other is voiced by Nolan North, and I think I mentioned that in the project, but not the fact that, you know, they were both interconnected and brothers and whatnot, but yeah, there's just going to be snow everywhere for the rest of the game in Midgard. It's really cool, and on that, there also is snow on your pause menu, which I don't know if it was there before. I don't think it was, but it's kind of a cool little thing. So let's climb up here, and upon going to the Valkyries, I don't know that there's going to be any inherent adversity, so that's fine. That's all good by me. But yeah, I literally was just playing through this part like 3 days ago on New Game Plus, where Atreus was getting real mad at me, but in case you guys forgot, it's way over here. And the last time we even came around these parts was when we were going up the mountain the second time. And Atreus was definitely not himself. So we'll see where this leads. To another room de la Odin. Oof. Okay. Hidden chamber 5 of 7. That seems about right, maybe? Yeah, I think that is actually correct. Now, without getting too much into spoiler territory, this one, her name, I think it's not Olrun. We just did Hildur. I think this is Geirdrafall, one of them. But she has a ton of unblockable moves, and even if we had tried to do this before last time, I am not entirely confident that it would have gone in our favor, even remotely. So I am just hoping that this time life will be good, but welcome back to God of War, ladies and gentlemen, as we wind down our time here in the game. I just gotta say, it is a ultimately bittersweet feeling, and I've already said that before, but this has been my life and blood for the past couple weeks, so I hope you guys enjoyed it because we're about ready to head up on the ending here soon, and I am a little worried, honestly. So we got Odin Raven number 50, and then now with hopefully, yeah, that's good. Let's go ahead and switch that out for, I'm gonna say, Wrath of the Wolf this time. Let's go for that one, and we'll be set.
Yes, there's a Valkyrie in here.
Yep.
Well, are we gonna fight her? There's a trapped spirit in there.
Quiet, head.
All right, we're all set. Let's do it.
Good luck, friends!
Thank you. I am free. But why was I imprisoned?
We think your queen did this to you.
But why would Sigrun hinder our duty?
That's the mystery we're trying to solve, milady. Can you think of any reason she would have to do this?
No. Without the Valkyries, those who died in battle will not see Valhalla. Helheim will overflow with the souls of the departed, and drown Midgard in a sea of vengeful corpses. No greater shame exists for a Valkyrie. I must go. Attempt to staunch the bleeding. Farewell.
I believe you have your answer, head. The queen opposes Odin. She imprisoned the Valkyries to defy him.
Sigrun hated Odin, no doubt about that. But her duty, her responsibility. Would she really forsake these things to get back at Odin? I don't believe it.
I do. Hate is stronger than duty.
We have to find the queen. We have to stop her. I'm sorry, Mimir.
Aye, don't be sorry, lad. Sigrun brought this on herself. Only wish... Well, wishing only gets you so far.
How will we find her?
I'm afraid I don't know. She could be anywhere, any realm.
We'll find her. We have to. All of Midgard is counting on us.
Indeed. Wow. That is the first time I have ever killed a Valkyrie without taking any damage. We stunlocked her so well right there, and I was missing with the Frost Ancient, and I was getting kind of upset about that because it wasn't moving. If you move it too much, it'll just like jerk to this side, but good God, man, that was insane. Okay, now there's a number of things that we can do here at this point, because the next one lies under the mountain, and in order to get there, there is no real like way to do it from a mystic gateway that would make sense. I think if we just keep going on foot, we'll be good. If we try to take, you know, this all the way up to the summit, we will not be able to reach the mountain. And the Volunder Mines is nowhere close, so we're just almost better off hoofing it, to be completely honest. But I think if we're lucky, we might be able to do something pertaining to using the skylift that Sindri made. I'm gonna go and use this though, just because we have a bit of a walk ahead of us.
You no respect for my time.
Of course I do.
Seriously? Cricket!
He's just getting all the more deranged. Yeah, I hope that thing works, because that way we can make it all the way up to the top of where we need to be without wasting too much time going through other areas. I guess we're not really that far from it now. I think we're actually closer than backtracking, so. Yeah, that was insane, man. Holy smokes. We could have probably done that before we finished the game, honestly. But then who would keep watching, you know? Well, I mean, half of the point of playing through the game is getting to the end, right? And this is, oh man, my armor looks so cool. But this is just like icing on the cake, because you know the fight against the queen is going to be ridiculous. And without divulging too many spoilers, it's going to be a good time. So let's go this way. There have been a couple of runs that I've seen of people doing it with all Zeus armor and taking no damage on God of War difficulty, but I'm pretty sure they've had to have done like New Game plus or something, because all of the dew, all the Yggdrasil dew that you can pick up around the lake, it all responds as well, so that's really cool, and I appreciate that. Yeah, let's keep going this way. Extra snowy up here, but it's pretty impressive, and it's been a while since I've actually seen those, but here we are. So this is still such a cool area, man. It's so good. Sometimes I've noticed every time I come back here, money respawns over there, except for the one time where I happen to notice it on camera. Yeah, we can't do like the reverse going up the rope like in Jedi Fallen Order. It's terrible. Game of the Year revoked. I'm not taking it. But yeah, I actually heard recently that they're delaying Ragnarok a little bit. So that, yeah, the sequel of the game is called God of War Ragnarok. I'm really excited for it because obviously, you know, it's going to take place in the 3 other realms that we haven't been to yet in the realm room, and I'm excited to see what happens, because there is still technically an ending to this game that we've yet to witness. So we'll get into that shortly, but let's see how long it takes for us to get here. And from here, we can teleport straight back to Brock. So that's good, because we're going to want to make some slight adjustments to our armors and collectibles. And keep in mind that the final piece of Zeus's armor is not available until after you defeat the queen. So that's one of those things, but yeah. Kind of wishing we were able to do this sooner, but did we? We did totally have the magic chisel the last time we were here. Huh, that's all right. It's still, it's worth it now. I think these things are way too difficult if you try to do them during the point of the game where you can first access them, which is good. That's a good level of adaptive difficulty, I think. But so we keep running, and I keep trying to find ways to make my commentary interesting. Let's open this up, because you all remember this room. I do. This room is, oof, it's something else. Oh my god, wolves. What are you guys? Oh shit, that was wrong. That's not my glaive. Alright, well, let's just go ahead and take you guys out. What the? Why do you... Did you switch to No, you switched to stun. You set your lasers from kill to stun, my friend. Alright, well that was tragic. Okay, Blessings of the Frost, help us out. That's alright, you don't need to be ready. Where did you guys come from? Why are you here? Why did you do that? Okay, so you all remember this one. Of course you do. Hopefully my stuff will respawn by the time we get back, but let's go and bust it on open. And head inside for our final confrontation with the 8th Valkyrie sister. The final one required in order to take on the Queen, and the only corrupted Valkyrie left in the world. Although you'll notice there's still one more hidden chamber to find. And don't you worry, we'll get there soon enough. But first, Air. This one I specifically saved for as late in the game as we possibly could. She is probably guilty of some of the more egregious unblockable moves, which I have done some research and tried to figure out exactly how you're supposed to block these, and for me it just does not work out. So we'll get into more of her arena-wide attacks when we get to it, but this one for sure is going to be a pain in the ass to take on, and I'm hoping the Zeus armor ends up doing a bit more good than harm. So before we move on, let's go and swap out the old Troy Baker, and we'll go with some of the wolf. I think that'll be good, and approach her with utmost caution.
It's another Valkyrie. Can we try to free her?
We can't just leave her like this, brother.
Do not rush me, Ed. When we are prepared, I will attack.
A couple of different ways to go about doing this, but let's go. Okay, so she is actually a little bit beefier than I remember. That's not good. Okay, so this is pretty easy to kind of read and... Ooh, there we go. Let's use our rage to block that, because that is also another really annoying move that you have to be pretty far away from. And let's go for this. Give her the old clap. And amongst other things, if I die here, that's actually not the worst thing in the world. I can still... Oh! Shit! Oh, man. Right as I say it. I tried to pop my rage, but it did not go through. But that's alright, because we still got time. Oh, here we go. So you have to be really far away from that for it to not affect you. So let's wait for her to get in close. Oh, okay. That's bad. Alright, let's do the slam. Maybe get a little bit of aura of fire under our belts. Maybe not. Oh. Oof, that could have been bad. And she's done.
Freedom.
Where is your queen?
My queen?
She did this to you. She's letting the dead take over Midgard.
This cannot be.
I didn't want to believe it either, milady, but we have to find her.
Where is she?
I can't say for sure, but... The Rockstall of Valkyrs. If the Council of Eight are reunited, perhaps she will answer our call.